389 Gaming.
Hey guys, it's Gar389 here, and I'm back. It's been a while. Sorry about that. Some stuff happened. My headset broke in half. That happened. I also had... well, there was a situation that arose that made it so that I was not able to continue my Mince Raft series, or that I did not feel comfortable continuing it for a little while. I might be able to get back to it, but you know, who knows? We'll worry about that later on. So instead, I decided to do something a little different. So here's Dark Souls. Dark Souls is a fun game. I'm gonna show it to you guys. We're going to be making a fist build. If you recognize the name that I am highlighting now, you'll get the idea of sort of what kind of character we're going to be playing as if you know anything about Dark Souls, and about Naruto. Neji is a character from Naruto, obviously. So, let's start that intro.
In the age of ancients, the world was unformed, shrouded by fog. A land of grey crags, arch trees, and everlasting dragons. But then there was fire, and with fire came disparity. Heat and cold, life and death. And of course, light and dark. Then from the dark, they came and found the souls of lords within the flame. Nito, the first of the dead. The Witch of Asylum and her daughters of chaos. Gwyn, the Lord of Sunlight, and his faithful knights. And the furtive pygmy, so easily forgotten. With the strength of lords, they challenged the dragons. Gwyn's mighty bullets peeled apart their stone skins. The witches weaved great firestorms. Nito unleashed a miasma of death and disease. And Seath, the Scales, betrayed his own, and the dragons were no more. Thus began the Age of Fire. But soon the flames will fade, and only dark will remain. Even now, there are only embers. And man sees not light, but only endless nights. And amongst the living are seen carriers of the accursed dark side. Yes, indeed. The dark sign brands the undead. And in this land, the undead are corralled and led to the north. Where they are locked away to await the end of the world. This is your fate.
Like a vampire. I'm supposed to be a zombie. Oh, hello there. Just throwing stuff in my cell, are you? It's not very nice. I'll take that. So yeah, you can kill these guys here, but I'm not even gonna bother. They're just annoying. Oh, I start with heal. That's neat. Not gonna use it because I like to do themed builds, and this is a Neji themed build. And last I checked, Neji cannot heal himself. How do I get rid of this again? I completely forgot. There we go. I found it. Had to try all the buttons first. Gotta dodge this guy here. And the exciting music stopped. Hold on, I'm just gonna check. Yeah, my sound's turned down about right. I'm not gonna bother with need that. Button.
Regrettably.
Alright, sorry I skipped through that. He doesn't really say anything that we aren't going to hear later. Basically just that there's a legend that an undead will be chosen to travel to Lordron, the place we're going to go soon. And you're going to hear about it in the next cutscene anyways, so it's kind of redundant, so I just skipped through that guy. We will be able to come back and fight him later. When he's all hollowed out. One thing he does mention is sort of the mechanics between being undead. Basically, when you die as an undead, you become a hollow. And apparently some people lose their mind, but for some reason the player character does not. And so the player character can continue about his mission even though he is hollowed out, like I am now. Or dead, I I guess is the correct term, because I'm not actually completely hollow, which is when an undead loses all of their humanity and go berserk. And supposedly if you kill, or at least it seems like if you kill an undead that is completely hollow, then they die permanently, because when you kill the hollowed NPCs, they don't come back. This guy isn't really as tough as I'm currently making him seem, but that's just because I'm talking while fighting. I'm not very good at that. There we go. Finished him off. Check, am I still fast rolling? Okay. I'm not overburdened. So we're going to be doing this run in a little bit of an unorthodox manner, because there are some items I want to get a hold of early on that are not available until a little later in the game.
In the ancient legends, it is stated that one day an undead shall be chosen. To leave the undead asylum in pilgrimage.
If you pay attention now, you'll catch a
to
little...
the land of the ancient lords.
A little artistic mistake they made. Remember the... Yeah, Lordran. Remember the bird picked you up from the front? So you were facing backwards when he picked you up? And for some reason you are looking the other way when you land. So he turned you around mid-flight. Just thought you might find that a little bit funny. It's most likely something they didn't even think about when they were designing the game. Let's see, we're gonna throw in some faith or some vitality and some endurance. Well, actually we're gonna have to up our dexterity, aren't we? Yeah, there we go. Now we're getting somewhere. So I'm gonna pick up these items real quick. Those are the only ones we need initially. We need the humanity for something we're going to be doing a little bit later on, probably in the next video, but basically we're going to take on a boss that you aren't really supposed to fight until a little later on. I'm going to show you a nifty little trick to beat that boss without having to do it the normal way, or without having to fight it yourself, more or less. Oh, that's right, there's a soul up here. I want to pick that up. Not a very good soul, but it's a soul. A soul is a soul is a soul is a soul. Oh, and down here you have Rickert. He is the first blacksmith that you come across. He is supposedly wearing the dark mage's garb, or the dark or black, what's it called, mage's garb. This is the reason we picked the master key in the beginning. If you noticed that I had the master key selected, if you choose the master key as your gift, you will be able to open this door, as well as a couple others, without having to find their respective keys. which allows you to take shortcuts through the game. For instance, you can go here to avoid one of the most difficult and most annoying sections of the game entirely. If you just want to, you know, get away from that and not have to worry about it. Let me see if I can do this right. Supposedly, if you are careful, you can actually pick up Astora's straight sword. Yeah, you can pick up Astora's straight sword without waking the dragon up. If you try to pick up that other one, though, then you will walk within his wake-up range, and he'll wake up and kill you. His when he wakes up and attacks you, it's almost impossible not to get killed, because his sweep seems to have a much larger attack radius than later on when you come back. I'm also going to show you guys how to get the red tear stone ring if I don't fail in the process. No! No, roll! Run! Roll! There we go. Alright, that is not supposed to happen. You were not actually supposed to be able to get caught on his wing, but the game has a little bit of a weird dynamic to it. And sometimes he also does that sweeping lightning attack, which is what actually caught me there. Usually they just fire lightning straight at you, but sometimes they will do a sort of side-to-side sweep with it, and that's almost unavoidable. Luckily I have just enough health to survive it. Alright, let's see if I can do this part correctly this time. The last time I tried it, I managed to completely mess up and die. Yeah, there we go. Alright, we're not gonna worry about going back there. We're just gonna go through the we'll just go past the dragons. Alright, so that red tearstone ring, let's read it. You guys like the dialogue. A rare gem called Tearstone has the uncanny ability to sense imminent death. This red tearstone from Kareem boosts the attack of its wearer when in danger. So it's from Kareem. And so is the blue tearstone ring. I think, at least. I would assume that they're from the same thing, since they are part of the same set. Or the same place, I mean, since they're part of the same set. But you never know. You never know. Sometimes you get surprised. So supposedly this is a very hard game. It's actually not that bad once you know what you're doing. It's more that it has a... I wouldn't call it a learning curve as much as I would call it a learning... there's a lot of learning involved, is what I'm trying to get at. It's more like a learning graph. There are parts where it shoots up into the air, and some parts where it is not that bad at all. For the most part, it's not too bad. But there are places like Anar Londo which are suddenly a lot more difficult than, you know, previous sections of the game. And you have the gargoyle boss who, the first time you fight it, if you don't know what you're doing and how to make the fight considerably easier, it's a pain in the butt. Alright, I'm gonna heal up because last time he brought me down to almost no health from full health. So I'm just going to assume that he can do that again. Alright. There we go. Now I did the dodge correctly. Oh crap, he's following me. That means he can do the flying attack. Alright. He didn't do the flying attack. They also have a flying attack where they'll fly over you really fast and fire lightning down at you. With as little health as I have, that would probably kill me in one shot. I'm gonna send this down, just in case I have to go that way one more time. And we found a bonfire. Let's take a little nap. Back up again. And run. And of course he stun locked me. That's actually kind of odd because he's supposed to attack and fall off that area. That's the whole point of running that way, but apparently he picked a different move this time. Pick up that even though there's nothing in it. There we go. You know what? Come on. You get over here. Oh, missed. Damn it. Alright, so apparently he is not going to let me backstab him today. The trick to beating him when you're this low level is just to backstab him off a cliff, but for some reason he is not cooperating at all. Wrong way. Why does that point me in the wrong direction? It's kind of weird. Maybe you're supposed to access that from the other side or something. I don't know. There we go. Now you go off the cliff. I can pick you up. And we get some blue titanite from him and some XP. Which we will have use for in a moment. Would be nice if he had brought me down to a little less health so I could activate red tearstone mode. I can activate it manually, but whatever. Up. Grass crest shield so I can run a little faster. Well, it doesn't make you run faster, but it does make your stamina recover faster, so you don't have to wait as long before running again. And while we're here, how long have I spent on this video? It might end up getting broken up into 2 parts. I'm just gonna do something real quick while I'm here. Oh, I'm overburdened. That is not convenient. Oh boy, we're gonna have to see if we can get away from these guys at all. Alright, I think we got away from them. So how was your day, guys? I guess we're gonna be here for a while because this tree takes a while to knock over with a mace. And no, this is not Minecraft. I cannot simply unequip it and break it faster with my fists. Alright, one more hit. There we go. So we have to move that just to get through here. And we're going to pick up the wolf ring. We're also going to kill this bro. Because, you know. There's another tree down here we are not going to waste our time on. Hello, tree. There is also an enemy up here that we will not waste our time on. We're just gonna run right past this guy. So that's basically the, it's an alternate starting run. It allows you to basically skip past the first boss, and just run through everywhere and get the, what I got was the wolf ring right now. That is, let's read it. One of the special rings granted to the 4 Knights of Gwyn, the wolf ring belongs to Artorias the Abyss Walker. Artorias had an unbendable will of steel and was unmatched with a greatsword. Basically what it does is it gives you more poise. Gives you 40 free poise. And poise makes it so that you don't get stunned when an enemy attacks you, so you can attack through an attack, basically.
Go get you.
Alright, let's equip these. Cestus, whatever you want to call them.
Well.
And we can buy 2 of these.
Go get you.
We also have quite a few of these to use. Alright, let's purchase 3 more of these, and we'll reinforce our Cestus to get up to level 3. It's about as far as we'll get it. Right, well, we can get it up 1 more, I think.
Well, need 'em.
And
Go get your...
so before we do the rest of this, I'm just gonna go pop up to the bonfire, chill out for a little bit, and we're going to stop the first episode here. I will be doing just a little bit of grinding before I come back, because I figure you guys don't want to see that. So I'll see you guys in the next portion, where we will go and we will fight a boss that we should not be fighting yet, so that we can get the Divine Ember and make our Cestices into Divine Cestices, so they do magic damage, which makes sense for the character we are building. So I'm going to pop out for a bit. I will see you guys later.